Two murder cases connected through DNA. The Austin Police Department announced they found a DNA link connecting two separate homicide investigations.
APD says they're looking for the man who they believe could be behind both killings, separated by 6 years and across county lines. KXAN's Sarah Alshay tells us about the evidence police looked at and shares how the mother of one of the victims is dealing with this news.
We love you, Alyssa. We miss you. We'll never stop trying to find out who did this to you. Never.
For Alyssa and Rivera's mother,
days are not easy. Waking up every day is not easy.
Time hasn't moved since that day this June when she found out her daughter was killed.
And ever in a million years, thought that I would get to call it. Our daughter was gone, let alone this way.
She didn't want to share her face on camera, worried about a killer still at large, but she did want to share with us just how big of a heart her daughter had.
She had the most loving soul. She would have done anything for anybody.
The Austin Police Department responded to this abandoned home in South Austin earlier this summer after a caller found a dead body. According to court documents, officers discovered 34-year-old Rivera strangled with an extension cord around her neck.
Rivera was murdered at this location by an unknown suspect, and her body was left at this residence.
Police say this video shows the person of interest in Rivera's case.
So this subject was seen walking with our victim within 24 hours of her death.
But the investigation doesn't stop here. A week ago, police found DNA linking the suspect to an unsolved homicide case from 2018 out of Bastrop County. Police say the 28-year-old victim, Alba Aviles, was found dead in her car along a Bastrop County road. They say she left an Austin club the night she was killed, and that club is located a few miles from where this summer's victim, Rivera, was found. Police say both women were strangled and both crimes were sexual in nature.
We're comparing a lot of the evidence that we have with their case. So they went back and they tried to capture, whatever cell records that they could, any sort of electronic evidence, physical evidence.
Even though they have DNA, law enforcement hasn't identified a suspect because it isn't in the national database, which APD says is relatively rare in an instance such as this.
It takes somebody not having committed a felony, being arrested, and their DNA being entered into the system, which typically people committing really violent murders have probably committed something similar to that in the past, or at least been arrested, and that does not appear to be the case in this case.
This latest news shook Rivera's mother to her core.
Or somebody else endured what she endured. My heart goes out to them as well.
She's left hoping someone will hear about this and ultimately find justice for both women.
Please, if you know anything, just reach out. Don't let this happen to somebody else.
Sarah Alshay, KXAN News.
APD says it's possible the suspect still lives in Central Texas or is visiting somebody in the area. They say currently the Bastrop County Sheriff's Office is working with the Texas Rangers to explore genealogy.